Hey everybody, thanks for checking in today. I am beyond excited to share this message with you today. It'll be one part public service announcement and another part just for you to reflect and see where this can heal something in you, because it has been monumental of what's going on with me. Recently I was able to experience Disney World with a gazillion second graders, and it was so cool because when you get to Disney World, you want to make sure that you have what's called a fast pass. And a fast pass, what the fast pass does is it helps you plan out your day, right? So you pick out the rides you want to go on, you pick out the attractions you want to go on, so that when you get to a line, you don't have to wait in line for like 90 minutes. Some of it 90 minutes, so it's called a fast pass. The crazy thing that I learned in this situation is, though, yes, those were great. You can just like speed through, you plan it, you speed through, everything's great, blah, blah, blah. Other lines would be 90 minutes if you didn't plan it out. But it's that space between that brought me a lot of magical moments, right? So we have our planned out day and the times that we're gonna get in the fast pass lanes and all that kind of stuff. And then in between, the kids had an option to kind of just do whatever, go exploring, go wait in lines if they wanted to, but they found this playground and they couldn't be happy. Like, they were giving everything they got and enjoying the moment and taking in the moment, not worried about what they have planned, but worried about being in that moment. And kids are amazing to watch on this. So if you're struggling with focusing on being in the moment, just go watch kids. Just go watch kids play. Go watch kids, just be with kids. Be in the moment with kids. If you have grandkids, nieces, nephews, whatever like that, just be in those moments. Because that space between was magical. Like, I had to peel them away from something that was free, which would be like a playground, to go ride the fancy rides and all that kind of stuff. And that space between, all the times I was using the fast pass, that space between hides so much magic. And it got me thinking about things that are going on right now in my life that I have no control over. And I can have my plans, but there's this space between that I'm either gonna enjoy every moment, soak in every moment, be grateful for every moment, and take it in and be in the moment and see what comes of the moments and enjoy them. Because the planned times and those dots on your timeline of events or goals or whatever you're trying to get to, life is happening. Life is happening in the space between. And that song by Dave Mathews Band, The Space Between, one of my all-time favorite songs, if you get a chance to listen to it, it talks a lot about that. And my favorite line in that is that space between being wrong and right is where you'll find me waiting for you. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. Now, if you get a chance, I'm going to be uploading part of this message to my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. You can see it on there, and Spotify, Podchaser, and all those other things. But I think it'd be extremely valuable to you just to take that in, because that space between and identifying the space between, maybe you're waiting on something, whether you're anxious or worried or even hopeful, right? So you're looking forward, you're constantly looking forward, and I used to be stuck in that, looking forward the next thing. And I missed out on so much of life and so many opportunities simply because I didn't enjoy the space between. That space between can give you so much healing, so much enjoyment, so much fulfillment, so much engagement, even if it's a job, right? Like, maybe you're waiting for your next role, your next opportunity, your next promotion, your next. If you just get away from the next and be grateful for right here, right in front of you, watch what happens. If we get caught up in where my fast pass has me located on my timeline, you miss out on everything in between. And what's happening in between is called life, right? We talk about that quote, life is what happens when you're busy making plans. Don't forget that. Be good to yourself. You matter. I appreciate you. Go get 'em.